Good evening, and welcome to Conversations with Swami Ty. I'll be your host this evening. My name is Jeff Land. Namaste, Swami.
Namaste.
Namaste, gentle viewers. The only thing that I've said before, that the only thing that really separates humans from the animal world isn't so much our opposable thumbs, but the fact that we can sit around and talk about life the way we do. Mm-hmm. Which is to say that, animals might sit around and talk about life, but they don't do it quite the way we do it, Yeah. And it's this technology of talking about it that seems to create so many problems.
Yeah. If we all spoke the same language, it would help. If we all belonged to the same religion, it would help. But you can't belong to the same religion for very long, because as soon as somebody has an independent idea, they start a schism. And it's really funny because, if you look at, the primary different religions that are out there, they basically all come down to the same thing. We're here, we're going to die, be nice to people while you're here, and it won't be so bad when you die. I mean, that might be a little oversimplified, but, all of the various pageantry and technology they have for, attempting to make life better here is just illusion, just manifestations of, somebody's imagination. Yeah, oversimplify, I don't think, is what happened. I don't think you can oversimplify. My first encapsulation of the whole teaching is it's simpler than that. The deity is so absolutely simple that we miss it all the time. It's everywhere present. It's inside of you, it's outside of you, it's in the lights, it's in the TV camera.
The deity is here with us this evening as a plant.
Right. Hi. So people miss it because they're looking for something more complex. We're pretty complex beings. It's too bad, but we are. But the deity itself is so utterly simple that we want it to be greater than us. Well, it is greater than us, but it's greater in simplicity. It's not greater in complexity.
Wow. That's you can't argue with that. It's the fact that it is everything seems to seems to bring up a conflict with what we'll call the Western teaching of man being created in the image of God, and hence man is in some way supernatural in that it's superior to nature. Mm-hmm. And when in fact the essence of your teachings and most everything else I've read is that God is nature itself. So
yeah, we're all a part of the creation, and we're not necessarily put above the creation by the Creator. We, on this planet, have taken a superior position in many ways, but it isn't necessarily natural. We were all of the philosophies that you hear about look back to a golden age. And
the 50s?
The
50s?
Yeah. No, the 60s.
Okay.
But it's a time of great peace and prosperity, and there's a tendency to think of it as a technological golden age. But I think what it really is the utter primitive life that we had before civilization took hold and started making all these divisions. Before we realized so much that we are separate from each other, from the animals, from nature. Actually, that's a false realization. We are so much a part of the entire creation that it's hard to even conceive of it.
Yeah, well, it can get deep. That's what we're here trying to sort out a little bit, is trying to make it somewhat more palatable. What What would be, we're talking about the natural world and things like that. What would be an appropriate, relationship with the place where you live, or, just a place in general for an enlightened being?
Oh, it's important to work with the elements, kind of tidy things up, clean things up. Earth, air, fire, water, and ether. You need a solid basis, an earth. You need the fire of enthusiasm or spirituality. The breath going in and out is the air. The water flowing through your body. And then you extend that to the earth that you're sitting on, the water going by in the stream or coming out of the sky, the air and the wind. Just sitting quietly, feeling a part of all that is a wonderful practice. And it begins to get you in touch with the inner of yourself and with the inner of all nature.
Well, I think I've had a little glimmer of what you're talking about there at some of our meditations. The windows in the home have been open, and the breeze has come through, and the smell of the cut grass has drifted in, and it just kind of adds to the calming nature. You just feel much more at rest. It's hard to believe that people in the inner cities and places where nature has been so removed or concreted over, homogenized, that they're able to stay in touch with that at all.
It's always there. It's always present inside, even if it's been so badly modified on the outside that you can't hardly see it. You can sit down and imagine being on a mountaintop. It helps if you've actually been on a mountaintop or seen one, but it's not necessary. Everyone can be on the mountaintop at any time. It's a human thing. We can, especially if you start controlling your breath. You take a nice deep breath and relax. And that opens the pores of your skin to feel the atmosphere. And there may be things in the atmosphere you don't particularly want to feel, but that sense of aliveness, of feeling it. And then you can start sorting it. You can push away something and pull in something. Always it comes back to the breath. The breath is very much connected with awareness, with consciousness. If you can slow the breath, it slows the thought patterns. If you get a big shot of adrenaline, your mind speeds up, your body speeds up, everything speeds up. But if you can take a hold of that and calm it down, then you can look at the spaces between things. There's an old Zen saying that God resides in the spaces